Bring up Kenting, and most people will imagine sandy beaches and clear blue skies. But in the news of late, Kenting has come to be known as a place of skyrocketing prices and mass business closures. According to the Kenting National Park Administration Office, tourist numbers in the area hit a high in 2014. Just 3 years later, those numbers nearly halved. Did the rising prices drive the tourists away, or are there other reasons? Can Kenting return to its former glory? Our Sunday special report.
In 2011, when the government relaxed travel restrictions on independent Chinese tourists in Taiwan, Lin Kung-hsuan saw a business opportunity. He opened the first hostel for backpackers in Kenting.
There was one day when 15 groups of tourists from different parts of Taiwan came knocking on my door. I opened the door and asked them if they were looking for lodgings. They replied, "Aren't you selling backpacks?"
Lin rode high on the crest of the backpacker hostel wave back in the day. Now, he's falling to the waves of closures. The guest at the front desk is a traveler from Hunan, China.
The online ratings for his place are all very high, and it's a good value. I made a reservation immediately. The city I'm from is not next to the ocean, so I long for the beach. Another thing about Kenting is the set for idol dramas.
The guest checks in, filled with anticipation. Little does she know that today is the hostel's last day of business.
I saved up a bit of money and invested in a hotel for backpackers. I fulfilled a dream of mine. I achieved a personal ideal. But at the end of the road, it's lights out. It's disillusioning.
According to Kenting's Park Administration Office, there were 3.45 million tourist visits in 2008. That number jumped to 8.37 million in 2014. But in 2017, the number fell by half to 4.37 million. Many reasons lie behind Kenting's fading attraction.
Many visitors say that they were here 10 years ago, and it's all the same 10 years later. There are no new points of interest. Here in Taiwan, much of the area is a national park, so it's never been developed. It's been 20, 30 years. Why haven't you developed it? Let me tell you, beaches are best if they've got sunshine, sand, the sea, and bikinis. You could hold beach volleyball games or bikini contests.
There
are some places where we want to preserve the open space so that people can truly experience and enjoy the environment. And notably in Taiwan, there's a strong undercurrent in the ocean, so it's not very suitable for the usual leisure activities.
That is why I say that the national park both helps and harms Kenting. It helps by bringing in funding and imposing regulations on the environment. Kenting is beautifully managed. But it also harms, precisely because all those laws and regulations prohibit development in many areas.
As conflicts between park management officials and Kenting locals play out, a drastic change is taking shape in the tourism industry. Recently, the rise of low-cost airlines dealt another blow to the already enervated market.
With the rise of the budget airlines, Taiwanese began to travel abroad. For instance, I could go to Okinawa for 4 days for only 12,500 NT, food, accommodation, and airfare all included. Say that today I go to the city of Laoag, round-trip airfare costs only 3,250 NT, so people just keep going overseas.
Sun, sand, and sea, the so-called 3S's, are a sure sell overseas. What Kenting needs to do next is to bring out its unique theme.
As night falls in Shirding in the mountains of Kenting, this Aboriginal tribe is just beginning to stir. Tourists follow their guide and head into the mountain on an expedition.
这个是属于保育类的蝴蝶。蝴蝶的话，就是它有保育，叫做黄裳凤蝶哈。
Shirding has an ecosystem of rare and diverse species. In recent years, the local park administration has helped launch small guided group tours. This way, when tourists come to Kenting, they can enjoy not only the beach, but also the treasures contained in the mountain.
垦丁的游客
Tourist numbers have plummeted, but more and more people join eco-tours every year. It's a very strange phenomenon.
During its glory days, there was no time for proper maintenance. Now is the time to work on the foundation. We need to improve the quality of the environment. We need to protect it.
Slowly but surely, work is underway to reinvent Kenting. As its rehabilitation continues, hopes are high that this crown jewel of Taiwan's tourism can make a comeback.